Hello friends and welcome back to our homestead. Earlier today, I went grocery shopping and I bought a bunch of different produce and I calculated everything. It was a lot of money. And yes, the price on food is up and crazy. So ordering out and takeout is not a solution either. It's very expensive as well. So let's cook at home, God-made foods, meaning wholesome foods. So today I'm going to be making a big batch of dinner for tonight and for tomorrow. So we have leftovers for lunch tomorrow as well. I love to do that. That's a great money saving tip. All right, so what am I cooking today? Let me show you all the ingredients and how I'm going to make it. I made up this recipe. It's not a real recipe. It's just, that's how I sometimes cook chicken. So let me show you. All right, we're going to start with chicken. I've got myself some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I love to cook with chicken thighs. They're nice and soft and juicy, and they're much softer than chicken breast and cheaper as well. So I've got 2 little packages here of chicken thighs. And also with that, I'm going to be making broccolini. Look how beautiful they are. Can't even open them. All right. I've got 2 packages. It's a lot of broccolini here. Probably too much. Maybe I don't even need a second package right now. And this, all it means is just baby broccoli with a long stalk. And it's almost like a cross between a broccoli and an asparagus. So we're keeping these stems. We're not discarding them. I will trim them a little bit and I'm going to blanch them in a minute. The water is already going. So again, chicken with broccolini. For other very important ingredients, we're going to be using green olives, and I have beautiful organic olives here, and I have some capers here. So that's going to go with chicken. Of course, we need some parsley. Dry parsley probably would work, why not? But I have fresh parsley, and I'm going to be flavoring the oil also with a little bit of rosemary, just a sprig of rosemary, some delicious fresh garlic, juice of fresh lemon, and this can be cooked with any kind of pasta, any kind of pasta, but we want to keep it very low carb, so we're using hearts of palm pasta. So they sell this at Trader Joe's, so that's what we're going to be using. Little splash of white wine, just a little splash, and I'm going to finish everything with pecorino romano cheese, and that's going to be our dinner tonight. All right, so I just rinsed them. They're nice and clean, and I'm gonna trim the ends of them because they're little wilted ends and a little woody. We don't need them, okay? And if they're really thick, then it's possible even to peel them a little bit, but I'm not gonna do that. I think they're fine. I'm gonna leave them just like this. Now this guy is huge. So I think I'm gonna cut him in half, just like this, just so it fits easier in my pot, but you don't have to. Look at it. Look how beautiful they are. So they have this nice peppery taste to them. And like I said, the flavor is, baby broccoli, really, but they're packed with nutrients, packed. So it's very common in Mediterranean cooking. And I didn't grow up with broccolini. I didn't even know what it is until one time I had that on at an Italian restaurant somewhere. And I'm like, ooh, I like it. What is this? So I am cooking now all the time and I like it. All right, so I have a pot of boiling water. I'm gonna go blanch them. All right, the water is boiling. I'm not gonna really cook them here. I'm just gonna blanch them. So I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in my water, just like this. And I'm gonna drop them into boiling water until they get nice and bright and green. Literally probably a couple of minutes, that's it. Not too long. Okay, they're all in here. All right, let them just blanch, probably a couple of minutes. See how they're getting nice and vibrant green color, gorgeous. In the meantime, I'm gonna get a pot or a large bowl with ice cold water for them to shock them as well. All right, a couple of minutes later, let's just drop them in ice cold water, just like this. And that's gonna help to preserve its color. This is gonna stop its cooking process. In the meantime, I'm gonna prep the other things that are gonna go along with chicken. So I just chopped up some parsley over here, and I'm gonna get the garlic ready as well. And if you smash it like this, it's easier to peel. How much garlic? You know, listen, I judge it by the way I feel that day. Some days I feel like I need a lot of garlic. Some days I do not use that much garlic. But I can tell you one thing, that I like to use fresh garlic versus dried, simply because it tastes better and because it has more nutrients to it. So I don't add garlic, all of it right away. Some of it I will use, let me just trim over here. Some of it I will be using just to flavor the oil that chicken is going to be cooking in. But the rest of the garlic, actually I'm going to be adding after I turn off the heat on my dish, whatever I'm cooking. And if you have watched me in the past, you know that that's what I do. Why? Because I want the fresh, you know, active ingredients of allicin that's in the garlic to be present in a dish. So let's just chop this up, and I'm gonna add a couple of cloves together with the parsley, because it's gonna go at the end into the dish, okay, at the end. So that's why I'm mixing them straight with the parsley and let it sit and do its thing for now. And then these couple of pieces I'm just putting into big chunks, because this, along with some rosemary, let me take out a nice little healthy sprig over here, will be flavoring the chicken oil. How's that? Okay, so let's start cooking up the chicken. So I have good quality olive oil here in my big size, generous amount of olive oil, obviously, as you can tell, and my cast iron. And I'm going to be flavoring this oil right away with a little bit of rosemary, and remember that the garlic, and I'm going to be putting that in here as well. As soon as the oil warms up, I'm going to start cooking the chicken, and then I'm going to be seasoning the chicken as it's already in the oil, already in the on the stove. All right, things are sizzling. That means we're ready for chicken. So let's start putting all this beautiful chicken in here. Let it get nice little color on it. All right. Let's put some salt and pepper. While that is sauteing and getting nice golden brown, I'm just gonna add about a handful of olives and probably a tablespoon of capers. The olives I do like to slice in half, just like this. All right, just like that. I'm gonna get a few more. All right, olives go in. Woo, nice. And I'm just gonna scoop a little bit of these capers. It's gonna add a really wonderful addition to this chicken as well. And I'm just gonna toss them around. Make sure that all the sides get exposure to heat. All right. All right, that's good. Let it cook for a little bit, and I'm gonna put a little splash of juice, of the lemon juice in here, just like this. And a little splash of white wine, but that's totally optional. I'm gonna add a splash of white wine in here and allow it to evaporate. How much? Probably, I don't know. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? And let all that alcohol evaporate and only leaving the flavor of wine in it. That's what we're looking for. As soon as it evaporates, I can, at this point, put a cover on. All right, so hold on a minute. It's still evaporating. Let it do its thing. The wine is almost evaporated, and I'm going to be adding these hearts of palm pasta. They're already pre-cooked. It's just they need to be incorporated in the sauce and in everything else. And this is the time I'm going to be putting the broccolini in it as well. Put a cover on, and in a few minutes, the meal is ready. And not just for today, but also for tomorrow's lunch. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful chicken dish. All right, let me just all incorporate it in there. All right, and my the blanched broccolini goes in here as well, just like this. And they're gonna finish cooking all together. Okay, cover on. Let it cook together for the next few minutes until everything is ready and soft. Let's take a look. Okie dokie. Just gonna toss this around a little bit so everything is married together. The chicken is done. The broccolini is getting softer. The pasta is already done. It just needs to be heated through. But you know what? You don't have to add this pasta here. A regular pasta can be boiled on a side with a little bit of olive oil is good enough. Okay, so I'm going to finish this off with a little bit of Pecorino Romano cheese. Let us be all married in here. I'm going to be adding my parsley and garlic in here as well. Okay, I'm going to toss this all around and turn the heat off. That's it. Let it sit and marry together for a little bit, and dinner is ready. Okay, let's give it a taste. Ooh, it's beautiful. A beautiful aroma of the herbs, including garlic. I am so excited to try this. So I'm just gonna take a little piece somewhere. I will take this one right here with a little broccolini. Just like this. Come over here, guy. All right, just like this. Very pretty. And a little bit of that pasta. Okay. All right, so let's give it a taste. Super hot. All right, a little piece of chicken, a little broccolini. I'll cut. See, it's a little al dente still. I love that. Perfect. Mmm. Juicy, perfectly seasoned. The broccolini has a nice bite, very fresh. That slightly peppery but not bitter, delicious broccolini. And that pasta is a great substitute for low carb diet, like ketogenic diet or something like that, or people trying to stay away from carbs, but they still want to enjoy pasta. So palm pasta is another great substitute. Oh, this is delicious. I'm gonna keep on eating. So friends, I hope you are encouraged to cook from scratch. Cook enough for today and for tomorrow so you have little leftovers. Be encouraged and try something new.